Will removing hot glue damage my fabric?
Hey there! Welcome to today's video, where we'll be discussing an important question. Will removing hot glue damage my fabric? Many of us have found ourselves in situations where we need to remove hot glue from fabric, whether it's from a craft project gone wrong or an accidental spill. It's essential to know the potential risks involved and the best methods to safely remove hot glue without causing damage. So, let's dive in.
Understanding hot glue and fabric.
To understand the potential damage caused by removing hot glue from fabric, let's first take a closer look at the nature of hot glue and fabric. Hot glue, also known as hot melt adhesive, is a thermoplastic adhesive that becomes liquid when heated and solidifies when cooled. It's commonly used in crafts, DIY projects, and even for bonding fabrics together. Fabric, on the other hand, can vary in composition and delicacy. Some fabrics are more resistant to heat and adhesive, while others may be more susceptible to damage. It's important to consider the type of fabric you're working with before attempting to remove hot glue.
Potential risks of removing hot glue.
When it comes to removing hot glue from fabric, there are a few risks to be aware of. Hot glue can sometimes leave behind residue, which may be challenging to remove completely. If not handled carefully, you could inadvertently spread or push the glue further into the fabric, making it even more challenging to remove. Another risk is potential damage to the fabric itself. Certain fabrics, especially delicate or synthetic ones, may be sensitive to high temperatures or solvents commonly used for glue removal. Heat can cause fabric discoloration, melting, or even scorch marks, while harsh solvents can weaken or dissolve certain types of fabric.
Safe methods for removing hot glue from fabric.
Now that we're aware of the potential risks, let's explore some safe methods for removing hot glue from fabric without causing damage. The key is to be gentle and patient during the removal process. Method 1. Freezing. For fabrics that can withstand cold temperatures, you can try freezing the hot glue. Place the fabric in a plastic bag and put it in the freezer for a few hours. Once the glue has hardened, gently scrape it off using a dull knife or your fingernail. Take care not to pull or tug at the fabric. Method 2. Heat gun or hairdryer. If your fabric can tolerate heat, you can use a heat gun or a hairdryer set on a low or medium setting. Apply heat to the area with the hot glue until it softens. Use a cloth or a plastic scraper to carefully remove the softened glue. Avoid applying excessive heat or prolonged contact to prevent damage. Method 3. Solvent test. Before attempting any solvent-based method, perform a spot test on a small, inconspicuous area of the fabric. Apply a small amount of solvent, such as rubbing alcohol or acetone, to a cotton swab or cloth. Gently dab the hot glue with the solvent and observe if any adverse reaction occurs on the fabric. If the fabric remains unaffected, you can proceed cautiously by applying the solvent to the glue and gently rubbing or scraping it off. And there you have it. Removing hot glue from fabric can be tricky, but with the right approach, you can minimize the risk of damage. Remember to consider the fabric type, be patient, and opt for gentle methods like freezing, heat application, or solvent-based removal if appropriate for your fabric. Always perform a spot test before using any sol.